Right? Do you love snow? You are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag. Yeah, we definitely got snow. About a foot or so. Which I guess isn't the worst because Boston got 23.7 or 23.8 inches, which tied the record for most in one day. Yeah, I got buddies that are in the city right now. They're still doing clean outs in the city as far as moving snow out because there's nowhere to put it. So that's a big business around here in the winter. But with that being said, down towards the Cape got like 29, stuff like that. Here it definitely snowed and made a mess, and it blew stuff all around, so at least the building's still up, the frame, and that is why I did not put the canvas on it. So I know some people have been asking how much snow did you get, this and that. Well, that's how much snow we got. But I gotta they pushed all of the snow right up to the side here, so we're gonna go ahead and get it out, probably pile it over, and then from there we're gonna scrape inside here, and I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do for bracing, and we'll get this rolling. Now they're saying another storm of another possible 10 to 18 inches of snow, so we're not doing so hot with the snow right now. It is winter in New England. We really haven't had a year in a long time that we've had big snowfalls. So yeah, that is where we are at. We're gonna go I guess find the loader. I should have looked when I pulled in if it was up front or not. Well, they got everything here cleaned out, and that tractor has the generator hooked to it, and I'm not sure why there's a pile of snow right there. Seems like an odd place for it, but yeah, the fleet's looking good. I guess I should start this after 3 weeks of well, maybe even longer, month of sitting here, and it's in the snowbank. So should probably move this out of the way, plow it out. Right? Do you love snow? He does. I can honestly say I've never plugged this truck in, and it does always start with the amount of fuel and everything else that got changed on it in the last year. It probably does not like the winter as much, but yeah, definitely enjoy this truck. I don't drive it though, but it's not, yeah, driving something that you like in the winter ends up all yeah, covered. Takes quite a bit. I used to daily drive it all the time. Now it just kind of hangs out, and there it goes into airplane mode. I'm sure there's going to be people wondering why you did not run 7520, this, that. Well, if you remember, the reverse gear is going to have to get changed at some point. I'd rather not run it because once I get to crop work, I don't really need the reverse gear just to hook up. So the limited amount that I'll need it, maybe if I don't get around to it, this spring I'll be able to still run it. So that was my big reasoning behind not doing the 7520. But yeah, over here they didn't clean all the spots out, so helping my mother clean some spots. Yeah, we ain't gonna be able to get all the way in there, but you know what we will do? We'll clean in front of it and we'll push the trailer forward. We gotta plan ahead. I don't know why they put the trailer so tight to the wall that we can't get there. And there is people in the winter that come and get compost. Not many, but we do have people that do it. So I'll move it forward a little bit. Also, the brewer's grain delivery guy puts the invoice in there in case anybody's not around. see if this is not frozen to the ground. You guys hang on and watch. We do got like 800 and something horsepower. We got a dyno it still, but it was frozen. I couldn't turn the wheels, we just could go straight. So as you see, I'm in the middle of a YouTube video. Can you stop that? It was frozen in the ground quite a bit, so yeah. Ooh, just a skating rink. Well, alrighty, that's moved over there. What else we got going on? I wonder if the keys are in this to get this out of the way. This is kind of just the farm beater. Oh, they are in it. Is it gonna... Come on, ignition. Let me start. Oh, yeah. We'll let that warm up for a second. Big pet peeve of mine. People who pull trucks in, or even cars in. Like, it looks so much better backed in, just more efficient. You get a dead battery, you just pop the hood. Yeah, pull it in. You always gotta push snowbanks back, because otherwise next storm you're gonna go and be like, I got nowhere to go with the snow, and then it all comes out. So, you know, snow plowing 101 over here. Stick around, I'll teach you all the tricks and trades. Tricks and... yeah, that's not it. I don't know, tricks and ways and whatnot. But... now the real question, will this old Bad Larry get out? Pretty snowed in. Don't really feel like doing much shoveling. We're not going anywhere, bud. I'm just backing up. Oh yeah, ain't nothing to it. At the rate the sun is setting, we're probably not gonna get much done today. I was hoping we get it cleaned out and I can start planning my ideas on how we're gonna... Forgot to shut the door, bud. How we're gonna anchor that down and what exactly I'm gonna do. On to my stuff. So some people wrote in the comments, why'd you put junk in there? I put it in there because it's out of the way so that we could plow around and do our thing here. So that is why I put stuff in there. It's just gonna come back out. I think I said that in the video. This pile's gotta go that way, and then we gotta get the skid steer and zing around in there, clean it up, get the edges as close as possible so that hopefully we'll get this done before the next snowstorm, but I'm not really sure. We're out here on an adventure. Since I blocked my way in from up top there, we're down and around. I'm thinking, so this wall is gonna fall over. It was never really built well enough. It's got too much stuff in the back. I gotta count how many we got going on here. 38 blocks. I think they're 5 foot each. That's how many blocks we need. 38. Plus I got a few up top. I took some out. So I'll be honest, my long-term goal, if I stick around here or what goes on in the world, who knows? There is no succession plan between my father and me. as far as the farm, I'm just a paid employee. That's it. That's why I do my own stuff. That's why I work off the farm. Yeah, there's no plan. Yeah, minimum wage employee. That's all it is, which is surprising, I know. So everything I'm doing is for my plan if the world falls apart and I have to leave. Like, who knows? Farming with family is very challenging. If almost everybody should know that, especially people that farm with family. But long term, if I was to stay here, compost is a very lucrative business, and I see that as a big thing. So what's sitting up on top is actually Bauer fan manure separator. So it squeezes the solids out and then returns the liquids back. And it was never really set up to run year round. So when we did run it, we ran it year round, and that was a headache. But then we got to a point where we just pumped out and up through, and we just continued that for like 10 days and got 60-70% of the solids out, and then that was good. And then we've had enough heifer manure that we haven't done that. But as you see, it's falling backwards. It's not in the best spot. That's a very expensive item to sit out and just get weathered on and not get used. Probably the screens are junk from sitting around now, so that's kind of a pain. But if long term, I have envisioned that if I'm here, we will build another manure pit for two reasons. A little bit more storage. You could put more levels on that, but it's gravity, so it comes out, drops down, goes over, and that's it. So one, for more storage, because I have to spread as late in the season as I can to make it all the way to April. I haven't looked at how much is actually in there right now. Otherwise, we're backed up and we're early spreading, and I think utilization of the nutrients and the nitrogen and everything else, you lose so much. In a perfect world, I wish we didn't have to spread anything in the fall, because I don't think we utilize it the same way as when we spread it in the spring. Yeah, that's my opinion, but we don't have enough storage, so we have like 4.5, 5 months of storage. So I would want to put another one that's narrower. Well, yeah, not as much capacity as that, right where we're sitting here, and have it where it comes off and it goes right into this one, and then set that separator up so that you can pump out of this pit through the separator, and then the liquids actually transfer there. So once this pit's full, you could spend a couple days pumping it out, and you pump it through there at very low speed, and it separates very nicely. That's what we learned. And then you have a large supply, and instead of dealing with all your headaches over and over again every day, you just deal with your headaches a few times a year. So anytime you're pumping manure or things like that, separating manure, you're asking for trouble. So that is my opinion on what I would like to do in the future, but that is just my opinion, and who knows what will go on. But I figured I'd come down here because I know that wall is not structurally as sound as it should be. It's, as you see, blocks laying on the ground, and that's tipping forward. So maybe we should get that separator off of there and get it out of there, put it in some better situation, because someday it's going to get used again, but currently it is not. So that's honestly what I'm thinking. Plus, I could take this pile of dirt and push it right up against it for now. This is all like sandy dirt, kind of dirt actually. Not good enough that we can screen it for sand, but not good enough that it's actually dirt. So scraped that off when we were building the roadway, and I'd like a little bit wider roadway to get trucks in this spring. So I don't know, I got opportunities. So I do really like the idea of putting them on blocks, but paying for blocks when we have a bunch of blocks is a much better idea. I guess I gotta talk to my father. I don't think he's a big fan of me building this hoop building to begin with, but he hasn't said anything positive or negative, and I don't know. he probably won't let me borrow these blocks, since I am borrowing them, since someday it's a temporary structure. Alrighty, I'll get back out of here and go find the skid steer and finish up cleaning up. Yep. Hopefully we don't hit nothing. That'd be awkward. Also, hopefully we don't get stuck, because that's awkward too. Goes in here. It's a little tight for the both of us. Well, we'll get it cleaned up as best we can, and then figure out exactly what we're gonna do. Got it a majority of the way cleaned out. I really got to figure out what I'm doing in my time schedule, because it might snow again on Friday. They're saying 9 to 13, but I should figure out that block situation, and if so, we're gonna move it back like 10 foot, and then we'll probably move it to the left. We'll set all the blocks in a line, and we'll make sure they're square, and then we'll move it over and pick it all up, I'm thinking. Which means I gotta pull the anchors out that I did for attaching it, and then set them on the blocks, to the front and the back. Did a little bit of rough math. I said 38 before. I think I need 34. I think that's what it works out to be, actually. So, alrighty, I'm gonna get out of here. Actually, we're gonna get out of here. We gotta go grocery shopping, you and me. Yeah. I guess just me. I gotta do some grocery shopping, I think. What time is it? Hopefully 7 o'clock. I think they close at 9. We'll do some grocery shopping, get our lives figured out. I appreciate everybody who has hit up the merch store. Everything is sent out except for if you got XLs or pre-ordered Carhartts. If you pre-ordered Carhartts and I had some extra 2Xs, I have extra 2Xs, 3Xs, both in gray, medium, and a few smalls in black. So if you're interested, it says pre-order, but if it says availability, if you can click it and order it, then it's in stock and it will ship when I get that order. So if you're into any of those sizes, I got extras, so hit them up, and I appreciate it. I do actually think I'm gonna have a bunch of XL shirts at a discount price, because I've bought so much stuff lately. So we might do a promotion on XL shirts. So if you like XL shirts, that might happen in the near future. But appreciate everybody, all the support on all the everything about the channel, about the merch store, all the social media. So you guys are awesome. You keep me wanting to put out this content to show you what really is going on. Yeah, can't say enough. So I appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next one.